Hello, it's Scott Manley here, and today we are looking at Rogue System, a game which I've been playing on and off for over a year. It's still very, very bare bones, but what is there is actually amazingly detailed. So this is best described as DCS Spaceship, where you have a spaceship which has like a million different controls that are all supposed to do something for real. So yeah, I have a new spaceship, and there's an object in orbit which I have to find, I have to locate, I have to dock with it, and then I have to stop it falling into the planet. And I'm going to do this one because it has the greatest potentiality for me to mess things up. So actually, let's fly this mission, and off we go. So yeah, originally was released on Early Access about a year ago, and now it has come to Steam, so because the developer wants to kind of continue doing that, we have a new default spaceship. This is the Flying Fox, I think. Oh man, it seems like everyone likes their Space Foxes. So this is the pilot seat, kind of different. You can see the back area there. Not all of that works. Anyway, first thing we want to do here is safe the seat. And can we turn on instrument lights? We can't turn on instrument lights until we've hooked up a battery. So let's open up a battery here, and then hook it up to the bus. And there we go. We get all our fault warning lights basically saying, hey, there's no power to anything and we're in a battery power and you should freak out. Turn on instrument lighting. So we can actually use external power because we're hooked up to a space station, which is fine. Bring the second battery online and hook it up to bus 2. I'm going to enable charging on both of these so that whenever that happens they get it. Let's bring the fuel cells into the loop, but we're not going to hook them up just yet. So right now our main goal is basically getting power online. Okay, system power and transmitter power enabled. Cabin life support enabled, that's useful. Now we're going to talk to space traffic control and check in, say, hey dudes, we're here. Displays, power set. We're enabling our display. And we want to get the LENR coming online. There is our screen there. Just show you that it is in fact a screen. You can see the wireframe chicken mesh that is used in space to stop asteroids coming through. I'm sure that's exactly what that is. Okay, so fuel system, bring this online. All 4 tanks pressurized. Yep, all tanks pressurized. And pressurize the... turn on the cooling system. That's right, we can close these things off afterwards. Pressurize that tank, pressure's coming up. Enable the pump, accelerate the pump, and enable the cooling loop. Similarly, same as before, bring up the cooling system, pump, thingy, and cooling. That should totally work. I don't see any problem there. Okay, so I think we've kind of got that going on. We have maneuver thruster system, but yeah, first thing we want to do is talk to space traffic control and request departure clearance. So before we do departure clearance, we're going to need to power up the low energy nuclear reactor. So I'm going to bring that online. Bring the heater online, bring the reactant system online. This is tank 2, but apparently I'm supposed to have it on tank 4 because it's bigger. So that while that's cooling up, I can, set up some other systems. Bring this online, and bring this fuel cell online. Good, good, good. And we're all set there. Just check our comms here. You have controls. You know what? We should probably set one of these to the target, which is going to be 45 to 200. Set. And we're going to set the localizer on that. Navigation is set up. Navigation isn't set up. We're going to set for external tracking mode. And we'll be able to see this thing somewhere. We'll be able to target it. Still heating this up. Let's validate. Let's bring up the maneuvering thrusters. When this comes on, we're going to bring on the propellant. Come on. Initializing. There we go. Propellant 100%. Enable propellant injector. Cool. So this is getting hot. Let's enable my autopilot. It's nice to have the autopilot working for me. Okay, it's 250, still waiting. Okay, so space traffic control, ready for LENR reaction. Just let me know. I'm going to enable the fusion. Let me know anytime. Initialize. Power comes online. We got awesome power. And now that power needs to be routed through the main power bus. So, bingo, bingo. Route it to the utility bus and then disconnect umbilicals from the station. We are set for departure. Excellent. I think everything is set. Let's talk to space traffic control and say ready for departure. Ready to depart. And now we can actually look at various other cameras. We have the port docking camera, the aft overhead port docking, the aft tow, overhead tow. So you can look at the camera to see the various viewpoints. Maintenance power disabled. Stand by for departure frequencies. Mast cameras. RMS point of view. But I'm going to do the overhead aft view because that will show me this thing getting detached. Okay, so they're telling me to tune to 4513. 13. And we're going to set that here. Set. Just any minute now, we're going to undock. Things will start moving. Oh yes, you better believe it. Yeah, I think everything's set. And umbilicals disconnected. Stand by for release. Just waiting. Waiting. Just any minute now. Ah, there we go. Excellent. So now we are actually moving away from the station. So this is the rear view camera. And I can use my maneuvering thrusters, I think, if I've got them set up. I have my maneuvering thruster set up, so I'm going to start moving forwards. There we go. So let's switch to another viewpoint for this. Displays. Aft towing. So that is the docking port that we are undocking from. So we can see these two. Can also take a look at external view here, so we can actually just see what the spaceship looks like. It's kind of like I don't know, it looks like a toy Minmatar ship, what with it being vertical and all that. But hey, you know, vertical is cool, right? So I'm going to switch to forward view and continue to accelerate out of here. The next thing we should probably do is look at my sensors, because there is the target out here that I want to make. Attempt lock. Okay, we've got it. We've got a target lock or something on that thing. One would hope. And once we're out of range, we should get a message from the space traffic control. I'm seeing a distance of 0.18 or 0.17. There we go. We are free to power up the fusion system. So, superconductor enabled. EM shield level coming online. Helicon coupler enabled. That's right. And now, I think we're ready. Ignite. Ooh. Oh no! Something didn't work. Better turn this off. I was too fast. Okay. Helicon coupler. Once again, I was just a little too fast. We'll let this thing warm up to 100% before I start cooking myself with radiation. I probably triggered some sort of radiation alarm because the EM shield level wasn't high enough. 88, 89, you guys take too long. We've got places to go here. We'd really like to go. Okay, try it now. That's more like it. We'll close this down and enable the ICH coupler, whatever that is, that makes things go fast basically. And we're going to make things go fast. We've enabled boost. And so now we are going to rotate this until it is in our sights. Oh, apparently I'm going to rotate way faster than that. That's more like it. Then pitch my nose up. And it should be there somewhere. Where are you? There we go. And we're moving away from it 250 meters per second. So, I shall fire up my engines. I think I fired up my engines. Oh, there we go. So that is my main engines, and we are leaving that station behind super, super fast. I'm sure it's somewhere out there, but I don't see it anymore. Okay. So I need to figure out where my velocity vector is. Looks like I might be moving that kind of way. There, look, so I'm now actually moving towards the target. Excellent! Excellent news! Now when my velocity vector appears, I need to start moving it onto the correct side. There we go. So I'm going to use my lateral thrusters, which I should be able to see working here. Yeah, you see we have the lateral thrusters at the top. Those are pushing me towards the target. We're going to get our velocity up to maybe 1-2 kilometers per second. Main thing is that we need to be getting here very quickly because this thing is falling into the atmosphere, and docking with it is horrifically hard and terrible and really a problem. You will not be getting much love from this docking thing. I mean, if it could just hold still, I could dock with it a whole lot easier, but no, it just wants to spin around in the sky. So again, slowing things. We don't want to crash into it, but neither do we want to spend forever trying to dock with it. And I'm going to say that docking is probably going to fail. But I think you can get an idea of the game from what I've been doing here, right? Just what exactly this game is supposed to be offering. You know, if you're not interested in pushing buttons on a virtual spaceship, then this is probably not the game for you. If you are, however, welcome to the club of people that like pushing buttons on spaceships. Certainly it's not as realistic as a real spaceship. It's certainly not a space shuttle clone or anything else. No, this is an imaginary spaceship in an imaginary future where computers have not come along to help you do all these important things. Okay, there we go. It's a big circle, and I'm now gonna figure out how to dock with it. So I'm guessing that's one of the docking ports there that I should probably work to get to. So I'm slowing myself down now. And that means, next thing that means is I'm going to have to trigger a docking. Okay, so I'm going to go down here. Now, just let's try doing this. Get my velocity close to it. I'm going to turn and try and get at least oriented roughly relative to it before I start enabling the docking mode here. And then we will enable the cold gas thrusters, and hopefully that will work. There we go. Okay, so we're doing fine on that front, just maybe a little more. Ah, there we go. Okay. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, so we're moving around. I should switch on docking mode. Oh, we're actually pretty well aligned. Actually, no, something's wrong there. Why is that 180 degrees deviation? That is far too deviated for me. I need to figure that out. Look, let's switch over to cold gas thrusters while we try to figure this out. I'm gonna move in. I mean, it looks like we should be aligned, right? Okay, and now we are cooking with gas. Everything is aligned. We've only wasted like 20 minutes flying around in circles trying to get these things aligned and controlled and everything. And now I need to switch back from the plasma thrusters to the cold thrusters and immediately null out my velocities, which is, of course, too late because we're going to overshoot. Ah, great. Oh, come on. This is one of the most intensely concentrated bits of concentration I've had to concentrate over. Okay, so I think we've got the thing roughly in position. Our X, Y, and Z positions are at least sensible. Now we need to get the rotation correct, and once we get the rotation correct, so I need to turn off the pitch assist. So what I'm going to do is set off the correct level of rotation and then just leave it there. And maybe make minor adjustments here and there, but I'm really going to rely on angular momentum, just keeping the thing rotating in the correct way. So this is very... One of the hard things about this actually is because this is looking out my rear view, a lot of the directions are kind of reversed. The left and right are actually back to front for me. I mean, you know, the original version of this mission in the previous spacecraft, your docking port was on your roof, so I don't think you had cameras for that. I think the camera support is a new thing since the last time. Okay, but I think, look, we've got our rotation, our X rotation is really small. That's good. Our Y rotation is less than a degree, and now we just need to get into this thing. So this is the really hard part. 25 meters out, we have to move in, and so it's like the Coriolis effect essentially being micromanaged here. So as we move around, we're getting Coriolis forces pushing our velocities, and we have to keep adjusting for those continuously. So if I just leave it, my Z velocity will start to go positive and I will move away, so I have to keep pushing it in. Also, would be nice if I didn't have suns and stuff flashing, you know, dazzling me in the eyes here. Okay, now we're doing fine. I think we've got the X mostly under control. The Y and the Z are the two that are interlinked. At least we're only rotating on this axis. If it was rotating on all three axes, I would just be getting mad at this thing. I'd just be like, rescue your own ring yourself if you think somebody can do it. Okay, there we go. 8 meters away. Just very... Oh, crikey. No, wait, pushing the Z button. Pushing it too far. Okay, 6 meters. Getting dazzled by that star there. Makes it very hard to see this as I come in. Okay, I think X and Y are... Oh, we're misaligned again. It's misaligned. Soon to be Mr. Oh, wait. The wife of Mr. Unaligned. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm having a really hard time thinking of things to say because this is the most intensely hard thing I'm doing here. Come on. That's it. Just keep moving. Okay. Range is 2.2 meters. 3, 2. Holding my breath here, just because breathing seems to be adjusting things. 0, all balls. All balls. We're gonna balls this up. Come on! I hear you ticking really fast. And I'm seeing lots of balls everywhere. That means lots of zeros, incidentally. It's not a reference to, you know, male testicles. No, it's all balls is when the alignment measures and everything were all 0. Okay, 0.64 meters here. I see the docking port. Come on. Come in! Come in and grab hold! We are but 2, 1, 1, 9, and... What? No! No! Wait! No, we haven't grabbed it. What happened? We've gone negative. Let's try and come back out. Maybe my positions weren't aligned. Nope. No, you're not gonna dock? Ah, great. Bet there's some switch that I have to flick somewhere to make this thing dock. And I have to do it while trying to control it in 3 axes. There is this. Now that I remember about it. Attempt dock. Okay. Let's try that now. So we clicked on it. Let's try and get in position again. And see if it will latch now. Come on. Be ever so careful. Losing this. And it was said we're misaligned. Come on, 5, 4. Aligned, aligned, aligned. It's not grabbing! Why won't you grab the thing? Wait. What else can I do? I could just quit this and assume that it's bugged. That would be easy. It would be so easy, but no, I don't want to fail. This is unfortunately not the best time to be looking up a manual. Okay, it says for capture. I wonder if... rather than docking. So the text changed when I clicked on that button. Come on, let's get in super close. Maybe I just kind of have to ram it in there. Like, get in really close. Maybe match these things or something. Range. Point. Oh, no, we bounced off there. Quick, quick, quick. Let's get this back under control. You know, maybe. Okay. I'm just trying to think. I wonder if I'm supposed to push that attempt dock button. Oh wow, that is really harsh. If I'm going to do that, I can't actually see my velocity. That's great. So I can't actually see the screen, the heads-up display that I'm supposed to use to dock this thing. I guess at least I have audio cues. Yes, gonna dock with 2 vectors and my audio cues. This is totally gonna work. Oh man. Come on. Aligned! Come on, dock, dock. Click, click. No, didn't work. Click. Nope. Please. Let me dock. Yes! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god. Oh wow. That was horrific. That was wow, that was just like, let's make the most difficult mission ever. Okay, so now we need to figure out what way we're going to adjust our... We need to recover this thing. We don't want to fall into the atmosphere with it because our spacecraft is not designed for atmospheric flight, and I don't want to lose my no claims bonus. So we're just trying to rotate here, and I'm going to enable stability to try it. Whoa, whoa, wait, wait, no, 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 no. Okay. Apparently, the stability control thing is going nuts because it doesn't know how to deal with having a giant ring attached to my butt. Okay. So I think that might be the velocity vector I'm aiming for, but I don't know. Let's try and correct. Oh yeah, look, there it is. There's the moon. Is that the moon that I'm falling into? It would be very nice right now to have on-screen displays of my orbital parameters, so I didn't have to look out of the way. Let me just see, over here. So if I'm roughly pointed the right direction. If I fire my engines, yes, periaps rises. Periaps rising, orbit intensifying, or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna just fire our engines along the galactic plane. And that should, yes, there we go, 39 kilometers. We want to get above 100. And then we can call it a day. Then we can go home with our head held high and our ship undestroyed by re-entering a moon's atmosphere. I can't see what the numbers are. I'm just trying to keep it pointed in the right direction. At this time, it would be really nice to have a larger field of view. You know that? Oh. 96. Yes! Console debug. Mission all critical complete. I will call that a success. And yes, I'm just going to call Rogue System a success right now. It is totally minimal at this time. What's really happened since the original release is the spacecraft has been replaced with a spacecraft with a new design, and it's on Steam. The missions are very similar. I mean, I do like the cockpit on this thing in many ways, but I also thought I liked the other one in terms of its cockpit. I hope it comes back because, you know, I spent all that time trying to remember the startup sequence, and it would be a shame if I had to learn a new one. Okay, although to be fair, everything here seemed to actually work sensibly. Let's just turn on the autopilot, and we can detach and go home. Yes, so yes. Rogue System, developed by one very dedicated individual who really loves spaceships with switches and wants to make sure that they all work. It is on Steam for $30. I think that's the main way it's being supported now. I took my copy and I spent $20 to upgrade it to a Steam copy, and I quite enjoyed this despite all the gnashing of teeth and screaming and pain. Hope you guys are interested in it. If not, don't worry, it's early access. You can always wait for it to get better. I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.